Good evening and bienvenue, my fond fair rouge raiders. This is your humble narrator, Diomedes Rouge, here to bring you, well, yet another episode of What If a Monster Hunter Was Sent to the World of Ruby? Now, where we last left off, the heroes triumphantly return after a long hiatus. Yes, to some it may have seemed like a vacation, but for them it was a mixture of both heaven and hell. Grueling long nights and days spent hunting strange and powerful creatures. But fantastic food and company and a chance to build up your companionship. It truly is a remarkable thing what the human brain can zone out. But now it's time we truly get back into things. Starting off with, well, the dance. Oh yes, the dance. The dance that, well, in no short part, got somewhat postponed by them. And now that they get to attend. We will begin to cut into, well, Team Igni's room, as Ignatius himself is feeling very irritated. Why do I have to wear this thing? It's so restrictive and so... I can hardly breathe in it. You're complaining about not being able to breathe, yet you wear heavy armor. Heavy armor is two different things. One, as you should know, my fond fair friend, heavy armor breathes. It has areas that are adjusted for you to do so. So you know you don't die or collapse upon the battlefield. But this was not meant for human bodies. This was not meant for bodies in general. This feels like it's made for torture. And, well, you calm down, Ignatius. There's no need to worry about it. Just put up with it for a night. Easy for you to say, Eugene. You're used to this torture, it looks like. I assure you I am not. Isn't that right, Galen? Most definitely. I didn't realize our fond leader could be so, well, talkative about his complaints. Oh, yes. Hard to believe at all that he is the same strong guy who can kill a giant monster. Especially now that we're looking at him in that, what did he call it? Torture suit. I knew it. It is a torture suit. Natalia, will you please stop encouraging him? Fine. As the other two begin to, just relax, man. Trust me, you want to be looking on your best tonight, don't you? I can look my best in my armor. Really? Really? Yes. Dude, you can't even see your face behind that helmet. That's the point. I look my best. Dude, are you calling yourself ugly? No, I just don't like showing off. It's just one night. What's the worst that could happen? I suppose you're right. After all, maybe I am just overreacting a bit, but could we find something less constraining? Mm. Are you sure you ordered the right size? Yes, Igni, that's the right size. As a few of the others then start to, well, panic. As, well, people have had to find dates. And there have been a few, well, I'm not going to ruin the surprise, but there have been a few pairings since the last time. Well, technically there were a few pairings made during their 2 week stay in another world. As they all get dressed and ready and get set to leave off. Well, they are also met up with Team Juniper and Team Ruby. Oh, yes. As all three teams in formal attire set out for the, well, Grand Hall together. The music begins to ignite as the soft rhythms echo throughout the halls. As the pairings are made. And who may the pairings be with? Well, allow me to go through them. Good old Eugene. He invited Yang. Yes, Yang. He went straight up to her after they got back into this world and he said, "You know, after all the death-defying crazy bull that we've been through for the last 2 weeks, I think I'm gonna regret this if I don't say this now. And I think I'd be a coward if I didn't do so now. I like you. Would you please go to the dance with me?" Yang just looks at him and she puts on that same little smile when she says, "It's about time, you idiot." Alright, yeah, anyways, I'll get set up, you go do the same, and oh yeah, before she can turn around to even acknowledge it, she gives him a peck on the cheek, turning Mr. Shrike into a bright shade of crimson before Yang wanders off. The next pairing. Oh yes. That'd be our good old friend Gallon. Our good old friend Gallon goes straight up to Nora. "Listen, I know you and Rin have history, and I know you and him are great friends and great allies, and you probably like him, but I need to say my piece, and I'm going to do so, damn it. I like you. Hell, I love you, I think. And to be honest, I can't hold it back anymore. You're fun, you're bubbly, you're adorable in your own strange ways, and you have a grenade launcher that turns into a giant F-off hammer. Yeah, so, yeah, I would like to go to the dance with you. I understand if you refuse, but that's my opinion, and I would like to stick to it. She just looks at him kind of inquisitively and goes, "Oh, you big lug, come here." And she gives him a big hug and says, "Sure, come on, let's go." And it's, wait, what? Seriously? Yeah? What about you and Rin? Don't get me wrong, I do like Rin, but he isn't gonna ask me to dance anytime soon, and to be honest, as long as you're willing to wait and let me have the answer later, I'll be more than happy to, well, accompany you. Galen just thinks on it for a moment and goes, "You know, it's not a yes to my proposal, but, hmm, sure. I'd be willing to wait until you make a proper decision. Just so you know, if someone snatches me up before then, that ain't me. That ain't, well, that's on you." She goes, "Yes, yes, yes, I know, I know." For the next pairing, Jean and Ruby, as, pardon me, as Jean goes up to Ruby and basically says, "Hey, listen, I know you have a lot on your plate. I know we've just been through a lot of bull. And I know that you kinda have a crush on Igni." What? I just, but I was figuring if you wanted, we could go to the dance together. Maybe as friends? Sure, I'd like that, Jean. Alright, thanks, Ruby. Oh, yes, things are heating up. And for, well, some of the final pairing. Ignatius and Pyra. Except this doesn't go as you think it would. No, 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 no. If you know anything about Igni, you know that whenever it comes to anything besides hunting, he is a dense as a mother effer. So, what happens? Allow me to tell you. About several hours before the dance starts, there's a knock on Team Igni's door. As Eugene opens it up, it's Pyra. And she asks the rest of the team to leave for a few moments. As Eugene just goes, "Wait, what would you... Oh. Oh! Come on, guys!" As Ignatius is going, "Huh? What do you mean? Don't worry, boss. Just go on. Don't do anything too brash. But yes, see you later." Like, wait, what? Wait, where are y'all? Clunk. The door shuts. As Pyra is left alone with Igni, she walks over to him and he goes, "Okay, Pyra, what's going..." as immediately she pulls him in for a passionate kiss. After letting him go, him being completely and utterly stunned, she goes, "You, me, dance. Non-negotiable, wear something nice." Uh, um, uh, non-negotiable. Okay. Good boy. Now, you can meet me up at the hall around, well, half an hour before the event actually starts, and we could talk more then. Okay? Oh, yeah. Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, that sounds okay to me. As she leaves, somewhat skipping in joy as the rest of the team enters in and just sees a Ignatius EXE is currently offline, please reboot screen upon his face. As they all go, wait, what the hell? As Eugene just goes, "It's about time." Wait, well, what do you mean? Dude, it's been kinda obvious. Obvious? Since when? Well, to be fair, it was subtle early on. Way she just kept on pawing and getting attention from you. But dude, over those 2 weeks, yeah, you two, yeah, you two did some crazy shit together. It's like, no, yeah, yeah. Like honestly, we thought y'all were dating way before then. Like during that whole 2 week scenario. Why would you think? Well, all the random meetups, the times that whenever we had to eat some, whenever we were at y'all's canteen, y'all were always eating food next to each other, or heck, even getting your own tables. How whenever we would go hunting, y'all would always be on a first team together. And it would always be you two by yourselves for hours on end. Hell, we were sure that y'all guys didn't even hunt during those times. Wait, no, don't you dare jump to assumptions. It's like, no assumptions to jump to. We thought it was fact. It's like, shut up. Oh, is the big bag of Ignatius getting flustered? Oh, that's adorable. I can break your jaw 17 ways from Sunday. Do you really want to make me angry? She says, well, maybe you could, but you also have to remember I'm a lot stronger than I once was. And you have to remember I could turn into a several-ton monster that could literally break this room apart from the building inside. Do you really want to keep testing this theory? Sure. Because you forget I got the other two on my side. He goes like, frag it. As Iggy sulks and has to find a tuxedo before the whole thing starts. And that's where we are. We are currently right there, in the grand hall where the dance is occurring. Everything is going according to plan. The loud music, the students being even louder, talking and conversing amongst themselves, the couples dancing and partying. Now you may be wondering, who on earth is there for Weiss and, Weiss and Blake? Well, they went towards Neptune and Sun. Had to keep some things canon. Yes. During that whole party, slow dances begin to occur more and more as Igni and Pyra are forced to take the stage, and surprising, Igni is fairly good at dancing. He's not fantastic by any means, but he isn't stomping on poor Pyra's feet all the time. It's actually like he could be a bit graceful. As she says, "Wow, I expected you to be more cumbersome." Well, I did have to study several different weapons and learning how to fight with them. Among them were the dual blades. You can't really be cumbersome and, well, staunch and sturdy with those things. You, well, kinda have to learn to go with the flow and dance to a rhythm of your heartbeats. This is similar to that, but more loud and less needed, and you don't need as much adrenaline pumping through your body. As much? Oh, trust me, I get a fair amount of it going right now. Aww. As we cut to, well, Jean and Ruby. As they're over on the side, drinking some punch, laughing, and, well, relaxing as Ruby is beginning to get a bit of an itch. An itch to look at the stars. To get out of there and unwind. Well, and Jean quickly follows behind her. We'll cut back to them in a brief moment. As once we finally get to, well, Eugene and Yang, they're dancing to the beat of their own drum. And what do I mean by that? Well, simple. While everyone else is doing some slow dancing and getting all close and uptight together, Yang and Eugene, they're just having fun, dancing wildly next to each other and just sheer on having a blast, smiling and laughing at each other's bad jokes. And next we come down to Galen and Nora, as he's bringing her outside and wanting to talk about some getting out of there to go for some late night pancake run. This obviously gets Nora's attention and they proceed to do so. Now we're gonna cut back with Ruby and Jean, as they're on top of the school and, well, of the Grand Hall, talking, chatting about life, getting to know each other a little bit better. They notice something in the distance. They notice someone breaking into the academy. And what do? They go on the chase. Oh yes, they begin to run full throttle as they call upon their weapons. As Ruby still has her crescent rose. She ain't getting rid of that thing. However, Jean's blade is, well, has taken a bit more of a dramatic reapproach in design. While the shield no longer unfolds and for ease of storage, he doesn't really need it. In fact, he barely even feels it. Where once he complained of its weight, he now just feels complete ease with it. As he gathers his, slinger, and Ruby gathers hers. As they begin to rush off and investigate what the hell's going on. And oh yes, it's quite the scene. Because as they get to, the school, they begin to see someone's trying to tamper with the records. Pardon me. Don't know why I'm so yawny today. And as soon as they find this person snooping around, trying to download files, Ruby does her standard thing. Hey, what do you think you're doing here? This area's off limits. And that's whenever the whole kit and caboodle go to shit. With the strange, dark-clad figure firing and letting loose a bunch of fireballs in their general direction. However, Jean's there, and the fight they put up is much more, how shall we say, different. As he takes out his shield and easily blocks the incoming assault, covering for Ruby while she switches to her sniper rifle and, boom, 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 boom. Lets loose a few rounds downrange, if you will, in the general direction of said enemy, forcing her to completely stay on her toes and keep dodging and evading. As Ruby uses this chance to switch to her scythe and use her extreme speed to go around to try and flank, which normally wouldn't work. However, we also have to remember Jean's there, and he fires his slinger's grappling line in her general direction, in this intruder's general direction, easily causing it to break concentration, going, "You missed!" "No, I didn't." As he slings himself forward, straight at her, bringing his shield to bear, ready to slam it into her, as she's forced to back away, right into Ruby's sights. Wham! A heavy hit knocks her to the ground, sending the mask flying. Knowing that she's currently outmatched and outpaced, and unable to completely download the files, she's forced on the retreat. However, they're not going to let their prey go that easily, as they keep pressing the attack forward. Jean firing occasional blasts from his slinger with different types of, ammo. Everything ranging from minor explosives to, heck, even stinging shots. While Ruby keeps on trying to take any advantage she can whenever she has to slow down to evade Jean's moves, to try and pick her off, slam her into a wall, do something. But this person, she's quite nimble, but more importantly, she's quite powerful. For every time Jean lets loose a chunk of ammo, she creates a wall of flame to block it or evade it. And every time Ruby gets close, she'll launch herself higher into the sky, not so much sky, but into the air to avoid her. As this is beginning to really piss off Ruby, as she forces an up-close confrontation, swinging her scythe down with incredible speed and precision in several circular motions, forcing her to try and evade and dodge or get slashed. However, Jean's not being a pacifist on this run. No, no, no. He is waiting. He's waiting for any sort of movement, and he's going to strike because he doesn't want to get in Ruby's way and mess up her combination. And as soon as the person tries to jump out of the area in which Ruby's slashing at to try and counter her, he's there to slam with that shield, spiraling around quickly to slash with the sword, forcing her to constantly back up, evade, dodge, until finally she gets fed up and just says, screw it, and unleashes a large torrent of flame, equivalent to that of a large explosion, straight into the building, which inevitably causes an explosion, destroying several pieces of equipment and raising a lot of alarms. However, Jean's right in front of Ruby, tanking the hit, blocking with everything he can, holding the line, not allowing, well, the girl he likes to get hurt by the blast. As as the smoke clouds fade and they begin to look around, Jean falls to his knee, singed, burnt, and most importantly, hurt like hell. He is overheated, he is got second-degree burns on his body. He is not feeling good. Now you may ask, how did he get second-degree burns? Well, he's not wearing the armor you see in the picture. He just called forth his weapon. He could have put on his armor, but that would have taken several long minutes to do so, and they wouldn't have the time. And while his aura was good, he was primarily focusing it on defending Ruby. Not so much around defending only himself. And so, yeah, he got hurt pretty decently. And the mysterious person, she wound up escaping. But not without leaving a memento behind. That mask. But this is where shit truly hits the fan. Because who are the first people to arrive? Well, I guarantee you it's not any of Ironwood's men. No, 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 no. The first people to arrive are Eugene and Yang. Now you may ask, how are those two arriving so soon? And let me tell you. Yang was more curious about Eugene's, well, ability, his semblance, to be able to detect people. And so he showed it off gladly, as he's been getting better and better with it. Basically making a little game of who's with who and where they are on the dance floor. As he ignites his ability, he realizes something happening far off at the school. There's 3 people there, and from the looks of it, they're fighting. And it looks like 2 of them are Ruby and Jean, as they both quickly call in their weapons and armor and head off. Oh yeah. They're the first to arrive, but they're certainly not the last. As that's when Ironwood and his men show up along with Ozpin. And they're all asking, what's going on? What happened here? As Ruby tries to explain while Jean goes, a lot of bullshit. Oh, this hurts. Ow. Oh, man, that hurts worse than the Rothalos. Not as much as the Raytheon. Rothalos, definitely. Ow! Oh, man, that burns. What's going on, son? First off, not your son. Second off, we just got singed by a crazy fire lady who wound up trying to sneak into the school. Really? Yeah. And what about this? This was her. And you had nothing to do with it whatsoever. We probably provoked her into doing it. You provoked her into doing it. Yeah, we did kind of hammer her pretty hardly. Well, pretty harsh. Yeah, it wasn't pretty. Yeah, Ruby here especially laid into her with that constant motion of swinging her scythe, just a never-ending assault. It was quite beautiful. I liked it. Sean, enough of that. She punches him in the arm and he goes, ow! Burn, hurt, pain, ow. I'm sorry. As he goes, it's okay. I'll heal myself. What do you, as he vents his aura a bit and, well, his body slowly but surely begins to recover. He goes, oh, that's much better. Oh no. What? I just remembered. What? We can't tell Igni about this. Why? If we tell Igni we got hurt because of crazy, strange woman, he's gonna go on a tirade. And worst off, he's gonna go on a hunt. Oh yeah. As Ironwood's there going, hey! I need to know what the hell is going on. As Osmond says, agreed. Why aren't you at the party? Well, we were at the party. And then we got bored and decided to go stargazing. And then we saw some strange woman running into the school. So we decided to follow. And, well, we wound up here. Yeah, she looked like she was trying to download some files from the computer. Luckily, we were here fast enough to interrupt. And considering how hard we pressed the attack, we were able to stop her from downloading things, it looks like. Unfortunately, did not stop her from blowing stuff up. Nope, did not stop that in the slightest. Oh, my body hurts. As they say, we'll be needing a formal report later, but for now, you two, go get some rest. Right, will do. As, well, soon as they say that, this crazy son of a gun crashes in through the other side of the area. As they all go, oh no. Well, what the hell is that? Ironwood states before drawing his pistol out, aiming it straight at the strange creature he's never seen before. As Osmond goes, trust me, you'll only piss him off. Like, what the hell is this, Oz? Is this some of your experiments? As Igni just states, I'm no experiment. I heard my friends were in trouble. You heard? Wait, you heard? Well, not really heard, smelled, and saw. Me and Pyro were outside on the terrace looking into the... Well, never mind where we were looking. We were outside on the terrace when we heard loud boom. Wait, you were both out there? Hi, she says, revealing herself from, well, the position she was at on his neck. Like, yes, we both were out there. Okay. Question. Did you just... You know what? I'm not even gonna bother asking. You're a student here, Ironwood states. Well, but as he begins to revert back into his, well, natural form. Ugh, yes, I am a student here. But most importantly, who are you? And did you hurt my friends? As Ironwood looks at this man, dead in the eyes, and honestly, he feels a bit intimidated. He has this large man that's on the same par of height as him, in full heavy armor, looking him dead center without even flinching. As Ozpin says, "No, Igni, he's not responsible for any damage. In fact, he is a good friend of mine." "Oh, my apologies. So, what happened to my friends? And beyond that, are you two okay? Do you need help?" "Ow. Yeah, a little bit. You're still not good at healing yourself, are you?" "Not really." "Here." He tosses him a potion. We're like, "Thank you." Whew. Man, that thing is always like a shot of espresso to the system. Oh. As Ironwood just looks at it like, "Wait, what the hell? What's going on?" As Ozpin just states, "Trust me. It's a long, long story, which we'll be more than happy to go into in very precise detail. Right? Right?" they all say, as we cut from there to somewhere else. Somewhere else entirely. Oh yes. As a black-haired woman with sharp crimson eyes sits around and begins to talk with her team. "Were you able to get the data?" "No. I got interrupted by two goody two-shoes." Wow, two people slowed you down that much? It's not what you think. It was strange. They fought like master hunters. If I hadn't used my abilities to if I hadn't pushed myself, I would have actually gotten hurt. Or worse, captured. Well, Cinder, we can't all always succeed. Even you have to fail sometimes. Shut up, or I will hurt you." "Fine, fine, don't be so picky." Yeesh. It's not like it's the only chance we'll ever get. Don't you think I know that? We're already on tight ropes with her. We're gonna have to do something to figure this out. Right. Don't worry, we'll see what we can do during the festival. Right. That might be our only chance again. Anyways, folks, I hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope you please do tell me your opinions on it, and well, I hope you all have a blessed day and a blessed tomorrow. This is your humble narrator, Diomedes Rouge, signing off.